Hello, PressProsMagazine.com readers. Welcome to a Thursday, August 4th edition of the Lowdown, presented by our friends at Lehman's Hardware and Old Time General Store, Kidron, Ohio. Get your Lehman's gift card right here, $50. We'll give it away at the end of August. You can't win if you're not entered. Enter at PressProsContest@gmail.com. What was that address again? PressProsContest@gmail.com. If you can't remember it, I will put it on the crawl, so it makes it very easy. More from our friends at Lehman's in just a moment. What do we have going on in Press Pros land today? Well, look. Front page of the Central Ohio page at PressProsMagazine.com. Devin Royal, big stud out of Pickerington, #1 player, state of Ohio in hoops, headed to Ohio State. He's got a senior year to play at Pickerington. Defending state champs, took down defending state champion Centerville last year, in no small part due to Devin Royal's 20 points, 8 of 12 shooting in that game. He was the best player on the floor in that game, and there were some serious players on the floor in that game. Alex Stiles from Pickerington, Gabe Cups, and Tom House from Centerville, and I'm probably leaving out a few as well. So congratulations to Chris Holtman and the Buckeyes. Devin Royal headed to OSU, and now we can only hope, fingers crossed, that Dalen Swain of Afrocentric is also going to follow suit, as Dalen Swain and Devin Royal are all Ohio Red teammates. Buckeye football in action today. I'll prove it to you because right here it is. Andy Anders' story on PressProsMagazine.com, talking to Buckeye quarterback C.J. Stroud, who says Ohio State's defense is flashing some unpredictability in practice. I hope so. They paid Jim Knowles $2 million a year to fix that defense. So the new defensive coordinator coming in here from the other, but not the real OSU, Oklahoma State. We'll see what he's got to unleash on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the season opener. C.J. Stroud apparently likes what he sees so far. Elsewhere in quarterback news in Ohio football, not great for the Cleveland Browns because the NFL, which took forever to get around to suspending Deshaun Watson, the Browns' big offseason acquisition, now the NFL says, 6-game suspension? Not good enough. Not good enough. This is weird to me, and I'm not defending Deshaun Watson. I'm more curious about the process here. See, the NFL disciplinary process used to be Roger Goodell, judge, jury, and executioner. And everybody said, well, that's a bad idea. That's not fair. So we need to fix that. Roger, you can't be judge, jury, and executioner. Okay, fine. We'll get an independent arbitrator to look at this, or arbiter to look at this. And the NFL Players Association, the union, said, okay, sure, that sounds good to us. So now they go before the arbiter, a former federal judge, and she looks at all the evidence, and she gives Deshaun Watson a 6-game suspension. And the NFL has right of last refusal to say, nope, not good enough. We're going to suspend you more. And guess who the final authority on that is? Right, Roger Goodell. So what has exactly changed, except they've built an interim step into the disciplinary process that Roger Goodell can trump whenever he wants to? Seems a little weird to me. All right. Wrote the other day about the fact that Chip Otten is back at Coldwater. He has a new quarterback this year, Marcel Blasingame. Fellow state finalist, only state champion, Coldwater was runner-up. Marion Local needs a new quarterback too, Tate Hess. We did not tell you at the time that Versailles has kind of sort of identified who its quarterback will be to take the place of Carson Bey. And that quarterback is Jack Osborne. Not Jack Osborne, Michael Osborne. Jack Osborne graduated. I got Jack Osborne on the brain because, of course, he was a big part of the Tigers' Division 5 state championship last year. So I look forward to seeing Michael Osborne take the snaps for Ryan Jones and the Versailles Tigers this year. Okay. As for what I promised you early on, a little bit of detail on Lehman's, get your entries in for the gift card, PressProsContest@gmail.com. Get your 10% discount when you go to Lehmans.com. How? By putting in the code PressPros10. PressPros10 at Lehmans.com. What kind of inventory do they have at Lehmans? Well, more varied than you've ever seen. Where else do you know? Where else do you know that you can go and get the Para Hatchet for your outdoorsman, $20, where you can get natural goat's milk soap, very nice, even for hardy outdoorsmen, and a kind of butter urn, not a churn, but you can also get a butter churn at Layman's. But this is a butter urn that keeps your butter soft on your kitchen table or countertop. That's why I always say, if you don't know where to go to find the perfect gift for the hardest to buy for person on your list, all you have to do is go to your keyboard and type in Layman's.com, LEHMANS.com. Follow us on Instagram, Press Pros Magazine. Follow us on Facebook, Press Pros Magazine. Follow us on Twitter at Press Pros Mag, and keep it locked right here on the Press Pros Magazine social channels for the debut of the Monday Huddle Show. It will debut Monday night. Details on Central Ohio football, Western Ohio football, football all over the state. We will pick our surprise teams of the year and a lot more. And you can always, of course, email the Reader Speaks at PressProsMagazine.com to get your thoughts heard. And if you watch that night live at 8 o'clock, well, you can submit your questions via social media. So that is your Thursday, August 4th edition of the Lowdown. Shop at Layman's, great place for back-to-school shopping, particularly if you're going to college and tricking out a dorm. You'll have some cool stuff that nobody else has. Layman's.com, and enter to get the $50 Layman's gift card to get your shopping spree started. Enter at PressProsContest@gmail.com. That'll do it for us. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, and we will talk to you again very, very soon. Thank you.